Hi folks, I've received a few queries about how to create a screencast using Screencastomatic. So I thought I'd create a screencast using Zoom to demonstrate how to create a screencast using Screencastomatic. So what you need to do first of all is go to your browser, and I need to just minimize this. Sorry, because I'm not sharing my screen. Sec. Share my screen with you now. Okay, so you should be able to see my desktop in front of you. What you need to then do is go to your web browser and type in the URL screencastomatic.com. And you'll see here you can launch the free recorder. You should not have to pay anything to use Screencastomatic. There are constraints on the free license, which essentially means a maximum recording time of 15 minutes. But given that most video content should be, or it's advised to be, no more really than 7 minutes to explain key concepts and ideas, then 15 minutes is perfectly ample. So do you want to allow this page to open Screen Recorder Launcher? Yes, allow. And it will then launch, and you will see that it's launched because of this little record button here. And when you click on it, the next thing you should see is a little dotted box will appear on your screen, and basically you can resize that box so that it captures everything that you want to be captured. So you see the little icons in the corner of the screen here. You can shift them around to make the screen bigger or smaller. And then in terms of the controls, you'll see the controls just here, and you can make a choice of whether you want to just cast your screen, whether you just want to cast your webcam like that, or if you would like both. And certainly to add personalization and perhaps bring PowerPoints that in voiceover form may lack sort of personality at times. It's quite nice to have that little video there, but I know that not everyone feels happy or confident being on video, and certainly it's very quick and easy to create voiceovers in PowerPoint. So this is just for people who want to do this and who want to appear on video or have the both. So I've selected both so that whatever I'm casting, you can have a little video in the top right-hand corner, or you can move the video around wherever you happen to want it. I'll put it just down here so that it's not obstructing anything else. And then you can open up, if it's a presentation that you want to talk over, you open up your PowerPoint presentation and you click slideshow and you play from start just like you would do, and then you can advance through the slideshow and you can see your image is there in the top right hand corner and you're talking to the presentation. So to hit, once you've got the dotted box positioned as you'd like it, you then click record, and you can see here the controls are here. If you've got the green narration bar up, it shows that it's picking up your mic and it's nice and clear. So click record, and you'll notice that it counts down. It will give you a 3, 2, 1 opportunity, and so you can prepare yourself, or if you need to open up any particular windows, then you can do so. So here I've got a PowerPoint that I've opened up, and again you've got the video, and you can advance and you can talk. You'll see just here it's a bit obstructed by the MBS branding, but there's a pause button there, so if you forget what you're going to say or have a bit of a mind blank, you can pause and then you can restart the video. So it will record for 15 minutes and then it will stop. It doesn't really give you any warning, so it is important to manage your timings carefully and stop before the 15 minutes to make sure that you've included everything that you wanted to include. So I'm just going to escape out of the PowerPoint. And another feature of this is you can obviously demonstrate things on your desktop, or if there's a particular program or an app or spreadsheet that you want to show your workings on, you open that up and you can see something other than my incredibly messy desktop there. So when you're finished, you hit pause and you see you've got some options here. You can either delete it if you didn't like what you've done, or you can select done, meaning that you're finished with the piece of work. And if you select done, and it will, again, the basic, most sort of user-friendly approach to take is that you click save or upload, and you can save it as an MP4 video file. That's one of your options. And then obviously name it accordingly, and then you can pop it in your content folder on Now. That's the simplest, most straightforward form. The most effective is to save it as an MP4 file and then to publish it as an unlisted link on YouTube. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. And you can also publish directly to YouTube, but just make sure that your settings are restricted so that it's not, if it's something that is confidential for our students or specific for a particular group, you don't want to be making it publicly set and publicly visible. So what I tend to do is I'll save it as a video file, and then you can record it. And I'm going to call it demo, and then you select publish, and it will publish the file into a video, an MP4 file. And that should happen quite quickly because obviously it was a brief video. And that will save the file, the MP4 file, into your documents. And the next thing, because I personally would have a preference to be able to share the URL link, or even embed the video into a Now Learning Room, or whichever learning room I was using. So you can browse the folder to see where that file is located on your computer. But I'm happy that it will be in my documents. So the next thing I'd want to do is actually generate a URL link that then could be shared quite neatly without the big concerns associated with file size. So I'd go to YouTube, and then everyone with a Google account automatically has a YouTube account. You can log in with your Gmail, and here is where you can create your video. So I'd click on here and go to upload video. It's quite embarrassing seeing what my browsing history is. Children's songs and yoga, and then you can see that the file is there at the top in saved on my desktop. So you select it, and you need to make a few other choices. If you've got playlists or want to put it into a playlist, you select the playlist you want it to go into. You need to identify any other restrictions, and then you see you've got your video link there that you can share, or you could email out if you needed to. Hit next, and next again, and this is where I would advise you select unlisted. You don't want it to be a public video unless you want it for public consumption, or to generate some income from it. If you select private, it's only you and people that you directly share it to that can see your video, but you'd want it as unlisted so that it can be viewed on a Now Learning Room if you put the URL link on there. And then you save. Et voila, you have your video. That then will go into your studio editor channel, and you can click back onto the video and you can copy and paste the URL, and you can take it and you can pop it in your Now Learning Room as a video link. So that's how to create a screencast. So I use Screencastomatic as a really quick and easy tool. The only real challenge is making sure that you keep things within the 15 minutes and that you then upload the file to YouTube to create the link if you don't want to be dealing with an unnecessarily large file size. But I also use Zoom for screencasting as well, that offers very similar functionality, and that can be used for webinars, but there are limits on the free license as to how long the webinar can be and be recorded and have more than 10 participants. So you need to look into that, but both tools I would highly recommend. So I'm going to stop sharing. I am going to stop this recording, and I wish you well.